analog-free investigation system, which allows tracing any conditions in the body through changes in the wave characteristics of tissues, cells, chromosomes of the body. Nonlinear analysis systems, or NLS, are the most advanced informational technologies available in this century and can be considered as the most remarkable and advantageous accomplishments of modern medicine. The diagnostic equipment is based on spectral analysis of vortex magnetic fields of any biological object. It is quite unique and unparalleled in the world today. Numerous experiments performed at the Institute of Psychophysics confirm a close relationship between the vortex magnetic fields and biological systems, with these fields being used in biological systems as means of extra and intracellular interaction. The research carried out on the energy fields around plants and animals by the Institute has concluded that there exists an extremely weak low-frequency vortex magnetic field around all biological systems. In trying to understand the energy fields which surround all living things, we have come close to understanding the biofield phenomenon, the existence of which has been known since ancient times, with some of the evidence found in Ayurveda and Chinese medicine. The principles of theory of quantum entropy logic give rise to the assumption that biological systems with existing pathologies lead to unstable or so-called metastable states, which make the systems break down far more probable. The Metatron, which underlies the research system, functions according to the principle of amplification of initiating signal with the disintegration of metastable system involved. In terms of physics, the Metatron is a system of electronic oscillators resonating at the wavelength of electromagnetic radiation, whose energy is equivalent to the energy breaking down the dominant bonds that maintain the structural organization of researched organism. The hardware-software system, developed at the Institute of Practical Psychophysics, enables the production of preset biological activity of brain neurons. With this activity as a background, it becomes possible to selectively amplify signals hardly detectable against the statistical fluctuations, and then isolate and decode the information they contain. In a way, the apparatus Metatron takes bearings of this radiation just where it originates, in order then to decode and display it on the computer screen, where a virtual model of the organ is produced in specific colors. Computer models also give physician a three-dimensional projection of internal organs. Colored marks placed upon the picture make it easier for the doctor to determine the site of pathological process. It is possible to judge the process of disintegration of these biological structures and make a prognosis by comparing a range of colors of the marks and their arrangement on the computer model of the organ, using the dynamics of their change over the period of time. In order to define pathology in an area, it is necessary to research deeper levels of the organ produced on a screen by the computer, until the pathology nidus is localized. Even in those rare cases where clinical symptomatic is very typical, an less diagnostic method allows seeing additional information about the amplitude of defect and judging about prognosis. In majority of cases, it has principal significance for prompt prognosis and right treatment choosing. In the year 2000, it was 20 years since Sviatoslav Nesterov and Theodor van Hoven created theory of quantum entropy logic that underlies the method. Thus, nonlinear diagnostics is the youngest method of hardware diagnostic. However, the invention appears to be an important milestone in diagnostics medicine. The inventor of NLS diagnostic system is considered to be an academic Sviatoslav Nesterov, who in 1988 invented a trigger center, and thus found the idea of system. Right away was started a work to improve NLS diagnostic systems. A period from 1990s to 1995 is characterized by clinical tests of first systems. Late 90s were marked by quick growth of commercial production of systems and a great advance in quality of the results. Nonlinear diagnostic method is still being developed. Methods are improved very fast, so the versions of the systems are renewed every 6 months. By means of using of new systems with digital trigger sensors, NLS diagnostics becomes not only faster, but quality was increased also. It is obvious that dynamic methods, such as 3D visualization of research results, soon will be put into practice. An example of quick application can be a method of vegetative testing. The Institute of Practical Psychophysics continues the search of new methods of investigation on basis of nonlinear analysis systems. The results are very promising. Differing from computer tomography and NMR, NLS analysis does not require fields of high intensity. This method looks promising for metabolism research, especially on a cell level. inventing a new generation of computer nonlinear scanners or Metatrons, in which multidimensional virtual visualization of investigated object is applied, allowed significantly increase the efficiency of NLS method itself in a large field of application. The feature of multidimensional visualization NLS is initially volumetric character of scanning. The results of such scanning are united file, which facilitate reconstruction of multidimensional virtual pictures of anatomic structures of investigated object. As a result, virtual NLS is widely used, in particular for angiographic studies with three-dimensional reconstruction of vasculature. Another promising field of application of three-dimensional reconstruction of pictures on basis of the data read with multidimensional NLS is the study of hollow organs according to principles of virtual NLS-scopy. Such system was developed by Clinitech USA together with the IPP Russia for its high-speed multidimensional nonlinear scanners of Z series and was named as Hunter. Retaining of high-resolution ability at spiral scanning and using of LAPP systems allows realizing in this invention principle of virtual NLS-scopy on multimodal DCOM-compatible workstation Voxel Z, that is the main system of visualization and following data processing on Clinitech scanners. Preparation of NLS pictures for visual analysis is fulfilled with the help of 4D tissue original method invented by the company that allows not only getting of virtual multidimensional pictures of anatomic structures, but also choose interesting biological tissue, additional dimension, and visualize bones, soft tissues, and vessels simultaneously. The peculiarity of virtual data representation in Hunter system is simultaneous visualization of cavernous and extramural growth surfaces that are located out of investigated cavity, that means lymph nodes or vessels. Taken pictures form natural consecution of virtual NLS pictures. At the same time, special navigation programs automatically define trajectory of virtual scanner movement in the center of investigated cavity. Trajectory can be defined by other settings stated by the user, which allows specification of NLS picture details by means of field of vision changing. Also possible relief pictures of cavity surfaces with artificial shade parts forming. Formed consecutions of NLS pictures can be easily transformed into standard VHS format with the help of EPIC-client program, and thus can be used with common video systems, for example for telemedicine. Hunter system is intended to reveal obstructive processes of upper respiratory tracts, volumetric growth of gullet, stomach and large intestine, atherosclerotic lesions of large vessels, diseases of accessory stenosis of nose, urinary bladder and vertebral canal. Data acquired with virtual NLS-scopy allows choosing optimal place for biopsy in advance and determine size of surgical operation. This method can be used independently and to be a connecting link between tomography, endoscopy and NLS researches. NLS method improved not only by means of introducing of new technical inventions, but by new applications. Simple surgical manipulations, such as biopsy, for a long time carried out with the help of ultrasound, fluoroscopy and computer tomography. Now biopsy can also be controlled by NLS. However, surgeons are interested in more sophisticated operations that can be carried out using this method. The researchers of the institute succeeded in producing the most effective equipment that is capable of tuning to the frequency of the master pulses automatically, without human intervention, as well as detecting and correcting defects and pathologies of organs and body cells on its own. This is achieved through combination of different specifically modulated magnetic oscillations recorded on a matrix. The fundamental concept in the development of this equipment was the hypothesis that the human body is an electromagnetic information framework that